It's Mike Claas with another YouTube video, and this one is about raking, baling, and wrapping fork-cutting hay. I am just south of Richmond, Indiana. Richmond, Indiana is on the Ohio-Indiana border, and I am just south of there on the state line, and I am at Wartenberger Farms. And I just did some other videos of them custom chopping some corn silage for some local farmers, and they are out here getting their fork-cutting hay done. This hay was just mowed the day before, so they are wet baling this. Whether you call it silage bales, wet bales, high moisture hay. It's got a couple different terms people use depending where you're at. But anyways, they cut it and they're raking it, and they're going to come in with their new Holland baler. They're going to bale it up, and then they're going to wrap it in plastic where it will turn into like a silage form of a bale, and you're going to see all that in this video. First off here, you are seeing a Case International MXM120 tractor pulling a Claas rotary rake, bringing several of the mowed windrows together for one for the baler. I missed out on the mowing of this field. This was mowed with a Claas triple mower, and hopefully someday in the future can bring you a video of that too, but not in this one. Balage or wet hay has become awful popular lately, probably the last 20 years or so I would say. And a lot of farmers are doing it. It's hard when you're baling dry hay where you got to get it down below 15% so you can bale it and store it in the barn. It's a lot of times getting the weather to cooperate, you know, where you need 2 or 3 good days of drying weather to make that happen. This is an alternative, so you can mow it one day and bale it either later that day or the next day and then wrap it, and it'll keep in airtight wrapping. Ideally, when they're baling and wrapping this, their hay is going to be at the 40 to 60% moisture level, and I think you can do it up to about 70%. Okay, now that I covered all that, up next is going to be the baler. So out in the field here is a JCB Fast Track 8250 tractor pulling a New Holland Big Baler, a 330 crop cutter model, and that makes a large square bale of approximately 31.5 inches by 35 inches up to 108 inches long. The JCB Fast Track tractor is powered by a Cummins 8.3 liter engine, and it has 260 engine horsepower, about 225 on the PTO. It has a road speed of 50 miles per hour through a CVT transmission. I looked up the specs on the New Holland 330 Big Baler, and it says a minimum of 110 to 130 horsepower, but I'd have to see that to believe it. I don't think you'd want a tractor on that small. Whoops, just giving the bale there a little durability test, but must be pretty good string, and it was tied pretty good. It all stayed together. He's loading her back up and going to set it on the truck so he can take it back to the farm and wrap them. and they hauled the bales from the field back to the farm, and now you get to see the Anderson bale wrapper in action. And this is wrapping the bales in plastic so the hay is airtight inside, and that'll help it go through the fermentation process and store. And the operator of the skid loader is running this wrapper from a remote control from the cab of the skid loader.